You're listening to WKNC 88.1 on our HD2 streaming channel. I'm DJ Beowvlf coming to you live with BlackSurfer in the studio to talk about their upcoming performance and everything about them regarding Double Barrel Benefit, which is, for those who are unaware, which I don't know how you'd be unaware, we're playing promos like all the time. It's all over our social media. Have you bought your tickets yet? Double Barrel Benefit. No excuses. No excuses. Double Barrel Benefit is a 2-night concert series fundraiser that WKNC has been running for the last 17 years. BlackSurfer will be playing the second night, which is February 8th. The first night is February 7th. And we've got 8 of Raleigh's most prolific musicians, excluding junior astronomers because they're from Charlotte, but just as good. And I have BlackSurfer in the studio here to talk to me today about themselves, and who doesn't love to do that? So if y'all would go down the line and introduce yourselves, say what you do in the band, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, my name's Tyrone, and I play guitar.
This is Johnny, I play bass.
Hello, I'm Ray, and I also play guitar.
Evan, vocalist, Bernie Sanders 2020.
Jake, drummer.
Thank you all for being here today.
And Dylan, who's not here.
And Dylan, who's not here.
Dylan's not here.
Oh, wait, do your Dylan impression and introduce yourself.
And what does he do?
Oh, no.
I can't do it right now. I did Hamilton Mathizer impression at the cover up a couple days ago, so I'm still voiceless. So
It'd be like that sometimes.
I was screaming my head off a little bit, but
well, thank you for putting what little voice you have left to use today.
Dylan's keys and synths.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. We got to get that out there.
His keys.
I mean, I just don't know what I'm doing. That's how I feel. Yeah. Like I don't,
Dylan, if he was here, he'd be like, whatever. Like, just like keys.
I just do stuff.
Classic Dill.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I tried to impersonate him there. I've never met the man before.
Good. No,
you nailed it. Actually,
Pretty on.
Could we just not do this song? Because I just don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm playing right now. I just don't.
Well, speaking of things that you do know that you're doing, talk to me a little bit about BlackSurfer. How do you define yourselves as a genre and a band, and how did you form?
Mm-hmm. As far as genre, I think the one that seems to encompass it all is post-punk.
Yeah.
I don't know. We kind of have like 80s, new wave, garage.
A little bit of everything. It's just sprinkled in there.
Yeah, all over the place.
But
We already got Jonas. I always get his last name right now because I keep calling him Chisholm, and he corrects me on that. It's Chisholm.
That's always what I called him too.
But every time I do an interview with a band that he likes, he blows up my phone and texts me live, and he says, the fact that Jake didn't introduce himself as Scott Stapp bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
That's explainable. I did Creed for the cover up.
And that's the Jonas Minute.
That was
one shout out, Jonas.
What up, Jonas?
But I can only speak for myself, but I am really into emo, so just wanted to clarify.
Well, there's 6 of you, so I imagine you all bring like different perspectives and musical influences to the table. But how did you form BlackSurfer, and why so many musicians? Not that it's a bad thing, but it's uncommon.
True.
Got a heavy hit right there.
I'll let Evan take this one over because I'd say he's kind of spearheaded the whole project.
Okay, all right. So I formed the band, like I mentioned on the social websites, the medias, that I wanted to form a band that sounded like Block Party.
Okay.
And I hit up Tyrone and Ray, and BlackSurfer initially started out as like 3 black kids in Ray's room, and we were just kind of just fooling around, really. It didn't really go anywhere initially.
But you've gone a long way since the band like officially like hit the scene.
Oh yeah.
Not even a year yet.
Yeah.
It literally has not been a year yet.
Yeah. It was just me and Ray, just like we did a demo and sent it off to Henry, and Henry was like,
Shout out Henry Boyd.
"Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it."
At what point did you add Jake, Johnny, and Dylan?
It was when Henry was like, "Yo, just do a show," and it like
2 weeks.
yeah,
2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Only band I've
Yeah.
ever been in to book a show before we've
having
actually
the band.
Had the
met to
band.
practice or even like discuss the songs or write songs.
Can I say something? I was swindled into this band.
Swindle.
Evan played the game right, because anytime somebody asks a drummer, "Hey, I got a band, will you be in my band?" It's always like, I don't know, man, I got these other projects.
Yeah, like
So Evan
there's
has-
like 4 drummers in Raleigh, and
Well-
John Myers 2 of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to recruit you for a show." And I was like, "Oh, you just need like a fill-in for a show." He's like, Yeah. We got one booked. We just need somebody." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got you." He's like, "Yeah, someone else said they might be able to, but I think they're gonna fall through." I was like, "Yeah. As long as we can meet up for a practice, I'll learn whatever songs you got. We'll play the show. That's fine."
Yep.
And then we met up for practice, and everyone's like, "Hey, Tyrone, what?" And I'm like, "What? Wait, is this y'all's first practice?" And everyone's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "So I'm the drummer. I'm not filling in for I'm filling in for the band."
You're filling in their dreams, dude.
But I'm very glad that
Yeah, we got
that
the
this
same
happened.
line too. It was supposed to be for the show. Hey, can you help us fill this show out? And then it's like
First
we can also write
practice.
music, though, if you
First
want.
practice. Dylan also plays bass. He brought his bass to
Yeah,
practice
we had
too.
2 basses.
Yeah, we had 2 basses,
That
and
would
it
have
was
been
grooving.
sick.
No,
It's a little awkward.
there is a really good emo band that everyone who is listening to this interview should listen to. Crash and Rhinos. They have 2 really good records, and yeah, but
And what does that have to do with
2
the
bass.
Ah,
2 basses.
okay. I was gonna be
Yeah,
like,
yeah, let's
nice
try that.
plug, not following.
But
I
yeah.
get it now. Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Very good band with 2 basses.
So
And,
when
yeah.
was your first show?
It will almost be a year. February. It was February 7th. So it'll be a year and a day since our first show. So
And you didn't tell
it'll
me
be
this when we booked you?
commemorative.
We could have
Oh, yeah, that's our
advertised that as
anniversary.
BlackSurfer's
man.
anniversary gig.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That'll probably get more people to come out.
Yeah. Maybe not.
The
maybe.
BlackSurfer birthday, DBB17.
We had about 6 people there. It was tight. 6 close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if it felt like a lot because it was at the cave. So yeah,
The cave is a little small.
yeah.
But other than your first show, you guys have played several like ridiculously stacked lineups. Being such a new band to the scene, how did you get connected to those opportunities, and how did you like navigate getting onto such huge lineups like Hopscotch?
Well, I just want to say that Ray is like an ace at like social networking and
Oh,
getting.
thank
Y'all
you.
are
Thank you.
And,
Y'all are connected.
Raise that guy. Raise the magic sauce.
Thanks. I don't know. Well,
And the
before
most humble person you've ever met. Too,
Right.
so.
no, I appreciate. I'm not all that great. It's all right. Thank you. But before I got into BlackSurfer, I DJ'd around the Raleigh area, so I kind of got in with like a couple venues and owners and stuff. So I was able to, like our second show, we pretty much booked ourselves
Yeah.
and we headlined that show. And I don't know, from there we
A
just
lot
kinda,
of people came.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah.
believe it.
And we just had a lot of support because everyone in the band, they're all good guys, and I feel like we all have pretty big friend circles who all are coming out to support us.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Talk about some of those shows that you've done. Do you have any particular memories or experiences that kind of like stuck with you, or any like cool show moments that you feel comfortable sharing?
Lincoln show. Hopscotch Lincoln show.
That's a big
That
one.
was amazing.
When we stole Truth Club's.
Truth Love
fans.
Spot.
We
Yeah,
stole,
yeah,
we
yeah,
stole
yeah.
their fans.
Yeah, we saw that fan.
They showed up for them, and they were like, "All right." that's
I mean, that's going to happen at DBB
Well, we'll
too.
do it with
Yeah.
this.
True.
Exactly.
No, I think for me really, I think a turning point for the band was there was a Slim show we played after the cave. We played like a cave show in this, at this around summertime, and it wasn't like our best show.
It was our third show.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
I think it was our third show. It was after Wicked Witch.
No, well, our third show was like Slims, and we like knocked
Yeah.
that out of the park.
Oh, yeah. So that was a
And
good
then-
one.
You're talking
but-
about the second Slim show.
the second Slim show we played.
Gotta get the timeline in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second like that was like a turning point for the band. Like we was in our bag on that because
In the pocket, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Like we just like came off our worst show. Like this cat was like, such and such. And,
He didn't even want to be in the band.
He was like,
He was just punishing your
Strung him
sound.
along for 3 shows. He was like, forget
yeah,
it.
like
This next one, I'm gonna ruin. 1 beat behind, consistently.
Where are we going
pretty,
with this?
pretty
Bro.
accurate.
I do.
we was in practice and like you was getting on me about like, hey, I think you're coming in too soon. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's you. Like you just.
He's just projecting. He's just mad.
Cocktail.
I always do that.
You messed up twice. I'm like, man, we
were all really bummed after that show.
I have this weird time signature in my head that I get. Yeah.
But going back to Hopscotch, after the Slim show where you were really good, it was a turning point. This is my skill. I just kind of like reorient. We're bringing it back.
Focus.
Tell me the story of Hopscotch.
The reason I mentioned the third Slim show is because that was the show that I believe got us our Hopscotch slot.
Right.
Yeah, we
Played with Nathan.
Nathan Price is in another band called Nathan Price runs Hopscotch.
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't know, his band Dinwiddie's, we booked a show with them at Slim's and had a really
Strategic.
great turnout. And hopefully that's where he got the idea to put us on the bill. So
It was like the next day he texted you, so I would say.
yeah, we were super excited about that.
Jay was like, there's no way we're gonna get it, but
I couldn't imagine.
You never know. You never
Nathan's message
know.
comes
We were like
through,
4
during
shows
practice,
old.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of
you just got to speak it into existence.
That's right now.
In my head-
I don't talk like that anymore. That's for real.
in my head. I was logistically like going back and checking like when they announced the Hopscotch lineup, and I was like, we only have this time frame where we gotta like really knock it out of the park and get known, and maybe we can actually get on Hopscotch like this same year we just started, and somehow it worked out.
I'd
Big
say it was
moves,
like a day or two
big
before the
moves.
official announcement too, so it was super
Yeah.
last minute. But
Yeah.
we were pumped. Like the message came through while we were all at practice, and I was like, "Hey guys," I'm like,
Lit
That's
that
crazy.
night-
it was super exciting. Yeah.
That's like
It was-
actually very crazy.
Yeah.
It was that night, Evan. We were having hot dogs before the
Nice.
practice, and Evan's like, "You think we could play hopscotch?" And I was like, probably maybe next year." And then that night, Johnny's like, "Hey, y'all want to play?"
So it was Nathan who asked you?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Nice.
Nathan's a part of like everyone's like friend circle here too. So
Very cool. Yeah, you're all very connected, which is one of the benefits that you said of having such a large band. But you made the joke that you stole Truth Club's fan base. Are you going to try to do that again at Double Barrel?
Oh yeah.
I remember like
You're
going to like
gunning for him.
I remember going to like a house show with Evan before we ever started BlackSurfer and watching. That was my first time seeing Truth Club, and we were just looking at each other like, "Yo, this is awesome." Oh, sorry.
You're good. We're just going to keep going.
We were like, "Yeah, this is awesome," and like
This train does
it
not
kind of
stop.
inspired us to do stuff. We were just like, we just want to play with Truth Club, you know. Like,
I'm so glad to make another one of your dreams come true.
Yeah.
The honor is all mine.
Yeah.
Been a
We've
long
been
time
wanting to play
coming.
with Truth Club forever. I've been seeing Truth Club since they've been doing
what was it?
Alex G cover shows and at Radio Shack. So
It was just a scheduling issue, right? Is that what happened during hopscotch?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
something
it
like
was-
that.
yeah,
It all worked out.
A non-radio disclosed reason. But regardless, this lineup is absolutely stacked. In regards to Double Barrel Benefit, other than Truth Club, do you have any particular acts that you're excited to see, or is that something that you would like to talk about regarding your own performance?
Det.
Gotta
Dead?
talk about
Shouts to Det. Colin.
Colin, Cam,
Cam,
Kelsey.
Matt Stone.
Stone.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all awesome.
Det. I've performed with Det with a previous band.
Did you get swindled in that one too?
And no. And that was like, I think I'm almost positive I played with them at their first show,
Nice.
and it was just like instantly I was like, yes,
Yes.
they're just really just
they're
energy.
No, they're really cool.
Yeah.
I guess this is something that I can say on there. If they hadn't said yes, we would have turned to. My brain just went blank. It's John Mayer's other project, the one that's not Noah Cross, Brutal Jr.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal
They're
Junior's
like
cool too.
there are
Tiny
two
Homies, too.
bands that are kind of like pushing the bill right now of like drum and bass punk, taking it to like like a new electronic field.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. I was stoked when Det said yes.
Shout out to Ryan Yancey too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Shout
He
out
filled
to
in for
Dan.
us once actually.
Shout out
Yeah,
everybody.
Alex.
Yeah, we played a what was it, like Memorial Day show with him. He
With Yancey.
yeah
Yeah.
filled in seamlessly.
Seamlessly. I mean, he's incredibly talented. Speaking of incredibly talented, I'm sure you don't have to do a lot of work, but what are you doing to prepare for Double Barrel? As it is, like, what, 3 weeks away now?
Yeah.
New song.
Yeah, we're writing new songs.
Right, new
Yeah.
songs.
You want
Right,
to
new
talk a little
songs.
bit about that for a second? How's that process going?
New song.
New boys, new boys.
The new boys.
Yeah, for sure.
The boys are back in town and they brought in more. New boys.
We have new songs that are coming out on an EP that we're putting out within the next, hopefully, like 2 months ish. That are not online yet, but we're writing new songs
So you're like,
Newer.
aren't even.
you're like 2 albums ahead.
Haven't even
Right.
been
They
played.
can't
Right.
see your
Yeah.
finger how serious it is.
Yeah, like we're on this there's this band called The Men that they would do something
They're very good.
very similar where they would drop a record, but they wouldn't play that record. They would play just the new songs that they wrote, really.
Such a tease.
Maybe like a couple songs from the record.
Yeah, you got to
that they
sprinkle a
promoted.
little bit in there.
Sprinkle it
Just
in,
to get the
but-
fans
but yeah.
coming. Yeah. Talk about your songwriting process. You hadn't even been a band very long when you released your BlackSurfer self-titled EP, which I believe has 4 songs on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Same Wave. Oh, no, they're gone off my screen now. Same Wave, Hair Show, Love Crush. And then the last one is a long title that I always forget.
Cocktail starring Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, that's the one. How is that songwriting process going? I know that you had sent that demo to Henry, as we mentioned earlier, but prior to doing so, how did you put all that together?
I'd say the songwriting process is very democratic and collaborative. Like, say, I don't know, for one song, Tyrone will bring in a demo or something he already had recorded, and we'll just kind of add to it from there and create new parts, and it all kind of comes together. But for Same Wave, for example, that just came together kind of organically in the practice space, like just kind of jamming out. Serendipity.
It started with a bass riff, and then everyone just kind of stepped into place, and that's why we call it Same Waves, because everyone was kind of on the same wavelength
That makes sense.
for writing that song. Everyone saw where it was going, and I've never been quite in that situation before, so it was kind of a magical experience.
That is really,
Yeah.
really cool. Any other caveats into the names of the song titles?
Oh, yo, tell them about Hair Show.
Oh,
It's the most
Trailer-
ridiculous.
I would
Has
love
nothing
to
do with the
hear it.
song.
I would love to.
Trailer Park Boys, is that what it is?
No.
it was from Letter Kenny.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Great show. I'm intrigued.
But yeah, what's my man's name?
Wayne?
Main character, right?
Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah.
All right.
The really tough one that fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was describing to his homie. What's his homie's name?
Which one? There's Daryl, who's like this-
I'm
Daryl.
not gonna lie, it's English.
All right, but
I'm Canadian. You kind of have to watch it.
but like.
Yeah.
But like, all right, so like Daryl was getting some play from this woman at the bar, and she was flipping her hair and whatnot, and then Wayne was describing, it's she was giving you the whole hair show, you know what I'm saying? And that was it.
The whole when she flirts with you, she
Yeah,
flips her
yeah.
hair just so you see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the hair show, and that's what it
I don't think the song is actually about
Nothing
that
to
at
do
all.
with the song whatsoever.
Why did you pick that title?
Works.
He
You
just
just,
mentioned it at practice
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one day when we were writing it.
I was like, that's it?
Kind of
That's
just stuck.
We're the placeholder title.
It was better than
Chicken
It was
Pickin'.
better than
Yeah.
Chicken Pickin'.
Chicken
That's why we
Pickin'.
went with
Oh
that.
yeah.
Chicken pickin'.
Also, nothing to do with the song.
No.
Can you tell me what the song is about then? No, I cannot.
no, it's really just about some internal stuff, that's all. When I write the lyrics, it's all
It's about you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about depression and all that stuff. Just being overall sad.
Yuck.
Basketball is another thing I'm really into.
That you
Yeah.
write songs about?
Yeah,
The same
Which
way.
song is about basketball?
same way
way.
was about basketball.
Can you tell me more about that?
Um,
No, you
Just
cannot.
just sing the lyrics. That's all we gotta do.
Yeah, just say it.
Give me a little acapella.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I do not know what you're saying on the EP. I have listened to it so many times.
That was kind of the goal, I think.
but yeah,
Stylistic for sure.
but yeah, on Same Wave, I mentioned I see you've been working on your left hand. That's like,
Like a left-handed layup.
Going with your left is
Me,
pretty
unathletic, I'm
vital.
like, he means dribbling.
yeah, dribbling, all that stuff. Dribbling,
Didn't know you had that on the
left-handed
show.
layup, all that.
It's
Yeah.
about the movie Love and Basketball.
For sure. Sanaa Lathan, Omar Epps.
Shout out.
I mean, that's a lot of songwriting inspiration right there. The movie's like what, 2 hours, 15 minutes long or something like that?
Maybe.
Basketball,
Oh, that's content. That's a whole movie you can write about.
Also, films are inspirational to the
Yeah.
songwriting process too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, an artist.
about movies.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say an artist should be able to draw at least inspiration or ideas from like other forms of media. So whether it's basketball or like film, they're both valid points to talk about. What is your album cover, by the way? I've always been interested in that. I really love the high contrast between black and white that cuts out of the stairs that are the main imagery. But why did you choose that? Who designed the album cover? What's the thought process behind all that?
We reached out to a local artist, Mary Beth. I don't know how to say her last name. Eason. Stott. I just butchered it. Sorry.
Do you know her Instagram handle?
Yeah, hold up.
Yeah. Well, it also has her last name in it too.
Oh,
While we looked that up, so we reached out to her, and we said, kind of go with it, whatever. One of the songs is about basketball, but other than that, other songs are about depression. But other than that, just go with whatever you feel like inspires you as you listen to.
So she had pretty free range then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't really speak on her part.
Yeah, we
for why
didn't
she
give her
just-
anything really.
Yeah.
It's
to go off on
Mary
this.
Beth Eisenstadt.
Stat. Okay.
Eisenst. Eisenstadt.
That's her
Tyrone.
Instagram
Eisenstadt,
handle
yeah.
too.
It's EI is the I, and then SENSTADT. So it's
We're gonna
Eisenstadt.
figure this out.
Technically,
We got this.
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure we shout.
Yeah,
it.
I've been
It's
following her
right.
stuff on Instagram for a while. So it was when we were throwing out ideas for who to do it.
And she just sent you that image and you were like, this is it?
She sent us this one too.
Yeah, pretty much. They can't see that on the
That's
radio.
kinda
but-
sick.
This is a non-radio.
Hold it up to the mic.
Yeah, she just sent us a couple.
Show everybody.
She sent us a couple concepts, and we were down with the one on the stairs, so we just went with it.
As far as you mentioned earlier that not only do you have new songs, you have an album that's being recorded and you're going to come out with it soon, but you got
EP.
EP, I apologize.
EP. This will have 5 on it instead of 4.
Level
Yeah.
up.
Level
One more.
up.
The next one's going to
The
have 6.
The shortest song on there is 3.5 minutes.
Honestly,
That's content.
if we were being factual, it is almost
Actual.
as long as a Joyce Manor record, so it could be an LP if we
It could be.
One interlude in a sound.
I mean, the new Mannequin Pussy album was only 26 minutes long or something like that, which,
Love that.
yeah. I mean, if you think of a song as 4 minutes long, 4 or 5 songs, it's 16, 15 minutes or 20 minutes right there. You're getting there. You're getting pretty close. Has anything changed in your writing style or production goals between the first self-titled EP and what you're intending to release?
I would say
more
We were
stuff.
kind of keeping the similar formula.
Just more instruments.
Colin Swanson from Det is producing this one again,
Nice.
or engineering, recording.
Is there
He's
any
producing. I'd call him a producer.
Producing,
Yeah? Is he
He has a heavy hand. in it.
mixing and mastering or anything?
Mix.
he does a lot of the mixing.
So he's producing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of influence. He'll be like, "Oh, you guys should add this," and we're like, "Yeah."
Sounds
He's
good.
got a lot of input on it too, so we like working with Colin a lot.
Is there anything that you found particularly difficult in either iterations of album recording cycles?
Oh, that Phil. Oh my god.
Tell me about it. You
No
can't
cursing.
go, that Phil, and then just leave us hanging.
No, let's just put it this
Dr.
way.
Phil?
I'm way happier with the drums on this EP2 than EP1, only because we weren't as rushed. We kind of rushed the first one out.
It's
I'm not gonna say where because everybody else, oh, it sounds fine to me. And I'm like, oh, but there was this one, like, 2-second part.
Yeah, you can't pull back the curtain. Then everyone will see
You're
it.
just asking for it.
Yeah,
No, I just
Don't disclose that.
I feel more confident on this one.
yeah. With
Glad
the
to hear
first
that.
with the first EP, we kind of rushed it out to get it
It's.
in time for Hopscotch.
I mean, we blame hopscotch, but
We
we
was
like,
capping,
super
bro.
appreciative. We wanted to have something.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
you had
mean,
to.
like you said, you had been corny joke. You're BlackSurfer. You're making waves in the scene, and you had to get something tangible out there. It makes complete
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
For audience members who have been listening to the duration of this interview, we actually played Same Wave by BlackSurfer right before the interview started. I'm going to take a quick air break really quick so we can reorient ourselves and also listen to Love Crush, which is my personal favorite song off of the EP.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. I would definitely say it was the breakout single.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it
Yes,
was
indeed.
literally was. This is
Video. We should shout that
When we
out.
come back.
Yeah. When we come back after this break.
You're listening to WKNC 88.1. You're on HD2.
Hey, this is Sean with Dying Coffee, and you're listening to WKNC Rally.
I got a love crush, just gonna let it be. I got a love crush, just gonna let it be. I know a girl that's gonna conquer me. I know a girl that's gonna conquer me. Just another pretty day. Just another pretty day. Just another drink. I got a love crush, just gonna let it be. I got a love crush, just gonna let it be. I know a girl that's gonna bury me. I know a girl that's gonna bury me. Just another pretty day. Just another pretty face. Just another drink.
To being out the man.
He was this close to being out the band for that, Phil. Well, it's WKNC 88.1. We're getting into the nitty gritty of BlackSurfer. Apparently, they're kicking out Jake, so you came in on a very hot button issue.
See y'all, guys. See ya.
Drummers, send your stuff.
Swindled in, forced out.
Thomas McNeely, I got your number.
You know, that's one of the four.
Shout out to Thomas.
You know, you're skating on thin ice there, bud. There's three others waiting.
Hey, just watch yourself.
Hey,
Hey,
let me
take it
ask you
easy over
something. You
there,
got a problem over here?
Ain't no problem.
I did not know that Vacant Company was in the room.
Oh my god.
She got the talk about some guinea talk over here.
Some gin. We have a fan question.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. This ain't a fan.
This ain't a fan.
Jonas again.
Now, I know he's listening, and just to do it again, I'm going to say his last name wrong. This is from Jonas Chisholm, and he wants to know who Elizabeth Shue is and why she's featured in a cocktail starting Elizabeth Shue.
Hey, Joey, we got an answer for you coming up.
We're taking calls from the audience.
Honestly, do it in that.
Come on, you don't know Elizabeth Shue, huh? Adventures in Babysitting, huh? Directed by Christopher Columbus over here. What are you talking about? You don't know this? You don't watch movies? You don't like movies?
You're going to pivot this to Evan. Why did you? That's enough of that. So we know who Elizabeth Shue is, but
right.
why did you feature her?
There you go.
Cocktail is a film starring Tom Cruise, but Elizabeth Shue is also in it. So
She's
I mean, she's like the co-star, but you know, she's the star really. She's the star of the film. So that's it. I don't know. It's a song title.
Nothing to do with the song.
You know
It's
what?
nothing to do with the song.
You can't read into it too deep. There's that Beatles song "Glass Onion" that teaches us all that exact same message. Sometimes it's just an onion, dude. It's just a song title.
That's facts.
I hope that has satisfied our good friend Jonas. He says, "Ha ha ha! Wow."
I like to think of that as more of like a wow.
Wow.
Like he's learned something.
God, what's that
Just watch
actor's
the
name? He
video.
goes, "Wow, wow."
Owen,
Joe Pesci.
Owen Trilson.
Yeah, Evan is like a walking IMDb, by the way. So
Yeah.
It's
That's
kind
where all
of
the-
scary.
yeah, all the film references, and he knows all the actors, every movie.
Move
all the
over,
dates.
gearheads. It's film nerds time.
Yes.
One thing that you mentioned, Ray, that you wanted to talk about is how your individual influences contributed to your musical development.
Yes.
Jake, behind the scenes, had brought up the comparison of your sonic differences of the first EP and what's coming out next. So let's dive into that a little bit now that Jonas can't breathe. We've
Come on,
killed
in,
him.
out, in, out.
Let's do it together.
Breathe in through your nose, also out
Yes.
through your mouth.
Fun fact, I just had nasal surgery on Monday, so I can do that now.
Awesome. Congratulations. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Anyways, sonic differences. How have your influences contributed to writing music for BlackSurfer, and what has changed on the new album soon to be coming out? Ray goes, I don't want to answer, but I'm going to nod.
Okay, I'll go first. Myself, I was heavily influenced by the Smiths, like picking up guitar and learning, and
Canceled for that.
well, yeah. Actually, let me correct myself. Heavily
The
influenced by
Smiths
John.
aren't canceled.
They're
Morrissey's
not. Morrissey
canceled.
is
Yes,
canceled.
heavily influenced by Johnny Marr.
Hey.
And so a lot of what I played on their first, well, I don't know, I guess most of our songs still is more melodic, higher end lead stuff. But coming into this,
I mean, the lead in Love Crush is killer. It just gets right in your head.
that was Tyrone wrote that, but I played
I take
that
it back
part.
then.
yeah.
But,
He does play the lead on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you can have the compliment
Yeah, you
again.
can.
thank you. I'll take it back.
Otherwise, it would just go to Tyrone.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyone else want to throw in some things that particularly inspired them?
Yeah, I got answers. So as far as like writing for this band, the band that I was in prior to this was SX Miro, or Miro. We said it both ways. It was just hardcore punks, just straight up hardcore punk.
Yep.
And I was in an indie band before that, and I played along to my favorite band of all time is Radiohead. I played along to them to learn how to play growing up. So I went from like indie rock to just hardcore punk for like 2 years. And then back to...
I guess like college.
No, I know. No college. So I kind of have a heavy hand now.
Play through the drums.
Like in my head is all Radiohead, but then when I play, it's just punk,
Nice.
just heavy. So I think that's influences the songwriting on my end because I'm always like, okay, I want to hit this really hard and I want to blast the cymbals here.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, let's not go that heavy. And so it's just kind of like a nice blend of like
It's
pop,
like
pop and just
it's the
heavy.
classic thing that when you ask your parents for, like when you're young and you want an allowance and you ask for more money than what you're going to get, play louder so that when they tone you back,
Yes.
it's still clear and it's there and it's what you want.
Yes.
what has changed on the new album that you're writing? You said that fans might be not shocked, but surprised by it.
Oh, just happy.
Happy?
Yeah, it just improves upon everything.
Can you give me any adjectives, any
Say it's
descriptors?
more
Heavy.
substantial.
Yeah. More stuff, more instruments.
harmonic.
More melodic.
I mean, the self-titled came out really quickly, as you mentioned, like 4 hopscotch. So you now have the ability to like take your time for this one. Have
Exactly.
you made any changes specifically now that you have a little bit more leeway?
We've added a little bit more instrumentation. I know Dylan's been working on a couple patches for like the synths and keys, really dialing those in.
He's super excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you could be here to tell us
I know.
about
Yeah.
that. I truly know nothing about. God, I'm really gonna humble myself here. I truly know nothing about like electronic production in regards to like synths and like all those various like if he's using like a Moog or anything like that. Which, by the way, is it Moog or Moog?
Moog.
Okay, I said Moog forever, and then someone was like, "It's Moog," and I was like, "No, it's not," and they're like, "It is," and so I changed it out of peer pressure because it's like Moog Fest,
They were
right?
playing it,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
You
They
gotta
were
make
capping,
them.
bro.
But you know what? I'm gonna start saying Moog again, and
Yeah.
it's someone's gonna correct me, and I'm never gonna know.
No.
It's gonna be the
Make them pay you.
make them pay you. Max, my boyfriend, you owe me money now. Ooh.
It's a twist.
Other than releasing the album, which isn't out yet, what other stuff have you been working on?
Music video.
Oh yeah.
When is
Yeah.
that coming out? Tell me about it.
TBD.
TBD.
We're waiting.
It's an editing process.
Yeah.
Can you give us any insight as to like what's the setting of the music video, who filmed it, which song it's to, perhaps?
Oh yeah.
Hunter Davis.
Shout out to Hunter Davis.
Yeah, he's out of L.A. and he's a good friend, and he just was really into the song Love Crush and like wanted to make a video about it, which was really cool.
I guess you can't give away too many spoilers because that would just ruin watching the music video. But is it like a storyline? Is it going to be one of those classic grindcore, just like squatting in the forest playing your instrument type thing?
It's that one. It's that one.
It's that one.
But it's in a char grill.
the char grill, just like the benches there.
And then we're just.
Yes. It's like squat rhythmically.
It's funny that you mentioned that because like I think one of the cool things about this music video is that the production value is like really
Top notch.
really
It's crazy.
top-notch.
Yeah.
And like a lot of like, you know, I see like a lot of like local bands like drop their videos and like, you know, our resources are very limited, but like, you know, sometimes they're like pretty I don't know, just like low budget and it's just like not
Yeah.
really that fun to watch, but like I feel like this one in particular is so it's just like the value is just so high that it's really fun to
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Quick music video shout out. An artist that does a lot of music videos in the Triangle is Dotwave Media, who's playing night
yeah.
one of Double Barrel. And they're always like mad well produced. Like they've got one music video where it looks like they're in a desert or something.
Yeah.
And
I
they
saw
they
that.
filmed it with a drone.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Do you know who films them?
I do not know. I have not had the absolute honor of interviewing them for this this tour cycle yet. So I have empty brain when it comes to Dotwave Media.
I don't know if it's him, but shout out to Pat Lincoln. He shoots almost swore a buttload of music videos in the area. He's done a lot for Pat Jr. Speaking of
Shout out Pat Jr.,
Double
headliner
Barrel
night
Benefit.
one.
And he actually just put out a documentary about Pat's album release at CAM, which I was
Coming
at.
out soon.
It
We
was
talked
awesome.
a lot about that in our interview.
Yeah, so shout out to Pat Lincoln. He's amazing.
Shout out Pat Lincoln, Pat
Amazing.
Jr., incredible creatives in the
Both,
Triangle.
Both Pats.
We're going to wrap up really quick. What goals do you have for the band going forward, other than releasing probably way more music than we, the humble listeners, deserve, and a music video, and playing Double Barrel? What else you got in store?
definitely touring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of.
It's coming.
Get out of town.
It's
New York
coming.
City.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
We on the way.
Henry said, I'll be there.
Shit.
Sick. Anything else in particular that you have in your sights or are already planning?
Festival.
There is a show that
Go ahead and shout it out.
Well, we've confirmed it with them, but it hasn't been put on the social medias yet. So maybe I don't want to say who it's with, but March
17th.
March 17th.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, that's right.
That's gonna be rowdy.
It's going to be my favorite show. It's like, well, it's going to be my favorite band I've ever played with. Like, I'm beyond excited for this.
So how about give me this information?
Okay.
You've teased the show. Where can people connect with you to find out further details about that when they do come out?
Yes, you can.
Huh? The class. I look. Huh?
I was like, what?
Outer space.
For everyone who can't see that, he was just pointing at the ceiling.
Pointing at the ceiling.
You really? I literally looked up and went, huh?
We up, baby. We up. That's it. That's what I meant.
I really
That's
thought
what
you were
he
gonna
meant.
get like
That's what I
mad
thought you meant,
religious
bro.
real quick and be like, he knows.
We're still on that Scott.
Jesus.
We're actually Creed.
Evan said two things: Bernie Sanders and Jesus Christ.
President.
Only one of them's
Nomination?
white, though. That is true.
Good point. Yeah.
But seriously, though, where can they get connected with you? Where can they follow you on social media? Stream your music, that kind of stuff. Where do you live?
I'm really good about keeping our Instagram updated. It's BlackSurfer Band, or at BlackSurfer Band on Instagram. And then we have a Facebook page too. Jake usually takes over that more so lately.
I need to.
Okay, he's supposed to be
I'm supposed
manning
to.
that.
Go onto their Facebook, comment something like Jake post more, or screw you Jake,
yes,
or
please.
Jake got swindled. or-
Jonas is going to do it now, watch.
We don't have a.
Don't do it.
he might do it.
We don't have a Twitter yet.
Oh yeah, we need to
that'd
do
be
that.
cool.
Probably-
No,
probably
you
good,
literally
yeah.
do. I think you do, right?
Nope.
No,
BlackSurfer
that I'm
Band.
aware of.
If we do, it might be Black. There's a band called BlackSurf. They're from the UK. Maybe you saw that.
Perhaps we might have been tagging them then in some things.
Oh well.
They're
that's
like,
fine.
all right, we'll come
I don't know we're playing this gig, but
across the
But,
pond.
we have
they're
stuff
gonna show up and be like, "We booked flights for this dude. We're not on the lineup." Well, that's not at all the accent. We booked flights for this dude. We're not on the lineup.
All right, then,
That
all
was
right.
bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
We have stuff up on Bandcamp too. All major streaming services: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. What else is there? I don't know.
Google Play.
Google
YouTube?
Play.
We
All
got
right.
our YouTube set up.
Oh yeah, we got a YouTube set up,
Nice.
primed for the music video coming out
BlackSurfer
soon.
Vivo.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
coming.
an
It's
official
coming.
YouTube artist page. So
Hey, Merge Records. We are also big
We up.
fans of that. So
We're like, sign us.
Hopscotch, book us, merge, sign us.
Speaking
Will
into
it into existence.
New
Hey,
York,
philosophy.
we're coming.
hey, we coming, baby.
BlackSurfer, an unstoppable force. There are 6 people in this band, so you know they've got a lot of stuff going on at all times. And if you want to see the excellence that is BlackSurfer, come out to Double Barrel Benefit Night 2, which is February 8th. Both nights will be held at King's in downtown Raleigh. They're going to be playing with such other legendary names as Junior Astronomers, Truth Club is headlining, and Debt, as we've mentioned multiple times, is opening the show, and they are incredible. You can find out more information on all of the WKNC social media, Eventbrite, the King's social media, the Facebook event page. I'm literally telling you all of the reasons. You have no reason not to come. BlackSurfer friends, do you have any final comments or information that you would like to share with the band? Jake, that looks good.
Yeah, if you buy a T-shirt and take a picture of it, and we'll put you on the Instagram.
oh yeah,
That's
we got
cute.
a whole highlights thing. All
Swag, sir.
fans are up on there. Yeah.
You know where you can get that?
Swag surfers.
The show.
Yes. At
The show.
Barrel benefit.
Double Barrel Benefit, the 17th iteration of this fundraiser for WKNC, Double Barrel Benefit 2020 at King's, February 7th and 8th. This has been WKNC 88.1 on HD2, DJ Beowvlf and BlackSurfer in the studio. We're going to finish up by listening to Hair Show by BlackSurfer.
Thank you, Beowulf.
Oh, wait, I have to do the thing that Jonas